Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Officer Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. So today in the morning we have just not done the session, so that's why we are doing session in the evening. So this is very important from the examination point of view. So before starting this session, I would like to say you that your resolution batch is already on the store. Okay, this resolution batch, as you can easily see, four compulsory subjects are there. Okay, in this batch there is a no elective subject. For elective subject you have to select the recorded video course of elective subject. Okay, so this is the resolution batch. Four compulsory subjects are there. It means you will get the live classes, you will get recorded session, you will get mock paper and doubt session, etc. So these are the things which are included in the resolution batch. Okay, if you want to enroll in this batch, you simply have to apply the coupon code, that is Y391, for the maximum discount up to 81%. So this is your about the batch. The next batch we will launch after the this one in the last week of January. Okay, so this is important from the examination point of view also. Now, module B is going on. Okay, now today we will just learn the two important terms. Okay, the first is lien and then second is set off. This is very much important. Now see, what is lien? Okay, what is lien? We have to understand it. Lien means a rights of a bailee to retain the goods and security owned by the bailor until the total debt due him is paid off. So one thing you have to remember in the lien is called retain. What is retain? Retain is basically to hold. Now see, first of all, why this word bailee and the bailor is used? We have to understand this one. Okay, why this word bailor and the bailee has been used. Now see, in the bailment what actually happened? A person deliver, no, B person give suppose 10 lakh rupees to A person, and A person is actually giving the movable property as a security to the B person. Movable property as a security to the B person. So you know the definition of bailment now? So now class, suppose if A person is called what? Bailor, and B person is called bailee. Right now, bailor and bailee. So in this case, the bailor and bailee, we can see that this is the movable property which is in the hand of B person. A have given only the possession, not the ownership. Okay. So now if A is not able to give 10 lakh rupees, so what will happen in this case? Now the B have a right to retain the goods and securities held by the bailee. B is a bailee owned by bailor. The ownership is still in the hand of bailor until the total debt due is him paid off. This is called lien clause. It allows the bailee and the creditor, because bailee give money and creditor give money, right to retain the security, not right to sell it. Sell is different thing. Sell is different. This is only right to retain the security. That's it. Okay, retain the security. So this is the actual definition of the term, that is lien. I hope so this is clear. In simple term, lien means right to keep somebody's property until a debt is paid and not right to sell it someone else. The bailee always has a right to lien against the bailor. So this is very important. A bailee has a right to lien against the bailor. Now try to understand this term, that is important one. That is important, guys. Please read the all paragraph. Please read the paragraph. Is that clear? Okay. If any doubt, you can please ask in a comment box. Okay, you can please ask in a comment box. Right? Now the next one. Particular and specific lien. C class. There are two types of lien. Okay, two types of lien. The first is specific and the second is the journal lien. Now, what is the basic difference between these two? See, specific. First of all, Section 170 talks about the specific lien, the lien wherein a person who has made expenses either by rendering any service in the form of labor and skill on a particular item has right to retain such goods until the due remuneration is paid to him against the rendered service. The best example I will give you, see. A give his car to the mechanic for servicing against consideration of 4,500. The mechanic, after rendering the due scope of service, will right to keep the A's car in the custody until he is remunerated for his service. Exactly. The mechanic has spent 4,500 rupees on the car. So now this is a right of mechanic to take 4,500 rupees from the owner of the car, because he have given the services, and for that services the mechanic have a right to keep the A's car until the full payment is not done. This is called specific lien. So specific lien is always on the specific item. Always on the specific item. That is important. Specific item. A bailee can exercise his right to the particular lien in this one. See, there is an involvement of any labor and skill, performance of service as per agreed scope of service, and the payment is due made by the bidder. The payment is due that is made by the bidder. So this is the exact definition of the term, that is specific. Please read all the points. That is important. This is called specifically. This is called specific lien class. Is that okay, class? Okay, so I think this is clear to all of you. Now let's start with the next one. What is journal lien? A lien whereby any goods bailed can be retained as security if any amount is due to the bailee. This is important. The best example, first of all, Section 171 talks about the journal lien. The examples are bankers, factors. Factors are the kinds of agent. Warfingers, attorney of high court, and policy broker. So these are the examples of journal lien. So journal lien is basically where, suppose if I give you the example of banker. So banker can retain security, any property, till the full payment is not done by the customer. So this is called journal lien. So the bankers, attorney of high court, suppose the advocate of high court is there. If the client is not giving the full price of the servicing that is given by advocate, so the advocate have a right to retain all the documents which is given by the client. This is called journal lien. Is that okay? This is called journal lien. A very good example. Now see, what is set off? That is important. What is set off? So today we have done lien, then we will also do the, the difference between the banker lien and the set off. Now, what is set off? Set off in one word you can say that is the right to balance debit with credit and a combination of account. What is this? Right to balance the debit with credit and a combination of account. This is called set off. A very simple example. So it is the legal right of a bank, okay, legal right of a bank to set off and adjust the debit amount against credit amount in the balance of the same borrower. Suppose the borrower have deposited some money, the borrower have to pay money. So this thing the bank will adjust. See the example. A buy a mobile phone from Y for rupees 10,000. Okay, letter. A sell to B Bluetooth headphone of rupees 5,000. A X buy a phone from Y phone. Okay, now A sell to B the Bluetooth headphone worth rupees 5,000. B is perfectly entitled to set off the cost of headphone against the liability for mobile needs to pay for 5,000 for the settlement exactly. Okay, so this is called set off. A very simple example to understand the set off. So it's a adjust the balance combination of account. Okay, this is the simple example. Now see the difference between banker's lien and set off. What is the basic difference between banker lien differ from right to set off? Lien is confined to only security and the property upon which the bank have a custody. Exactly. Liens means whatever we have given as a security to the bank, only on that property we have a right to lien. But a set off relates to money and may arise from contract or mercantile uses or by using law. That is important. Set off relates to money, may arise from a contract, mercantile uses by using the law. So this is best example to understand. Important point. Okay, so this is the important point. Any doubt? Okay, so this is the difference between this one. Now, what are the rights of lien? I will just tell you the famous case of lien and set off so that you can easily understand it. Wow, now, right to lien. The City Bank, the City Union Bank Limited versus Thangarajan. What is this? It was observed that the bank gets right of a general lien with respect to all securities of a customer, including negotiable instrument, fixed deposit, but only to the extent to which that customer is liable. In the event that bank fails to return the balance amount to the customer and the latter suffer a loss thereby, the bank will be liable to pay associated damages to the customer. So lien, we know that that's specifically on the specific, security. Okay. So in this case, what the court observed? The court observed the bank gets right of journal lien with respect to all securities of a customer, and securities means when the customer give the things by taking money. So security includes negotiable instrument, fixed deposit, but only to the extent to which customer is liable. Suppose the customer is liable to pay 10 lakh, 15 lakh, only that amount we have to, only that security amount we have to kept. In the event bank fails to return the balance amount to the customer and later suffer a loss, so the bank will liable to pay the damages to the customer. That is important. That is important. Okay, this is important. In above case, the court has relied its decision on the principle which state that For invoking a lien by bank, there should exist a interdependency between bank and customer. Detaining the customer property beyond the total liabilities unauthorized would attract the damages. Please see. Okay, class. So this is your right to lien. Okay. The bank only have to retain that much of property that's required. Okay. Otherwise, the bank have to pay the damages. And what is damages? Damages is the compensation. Damages is the compensation. Okay. Now, right to set off. What is the case name? The case name is Radha Raman Chaudhary and other versus Chota Nagpur Banking Association Limited. In this case, the plaintiff father had a fixed deposit with the bank and also executed 4 hand notes jointly with a certain person in the favor of bank. Plaintiff father did, and the fixed deposit account was transferred to the name of plaintiff on their undertaking of all the liabilities of their father to bank. The bank, without the knowledge of plaintiff, adjusted the fixed deposit against due. The plaintiff filed a suit against bank claiming the amount of deposit which has been adjusted. So this is called right to set off. A very simple example. Okay, because we know that the plaintiff is there, but obvious he just appoint the nominee. The son is a nominee, so he can easily adjust. The bank can easily adjust this thing. So this is called right to settle. Please read the example. That is important. That is important. Okay, class. So this is your particular this one. Okay. So that's you can say they contended that the father was merely a surety for other executant of the notes, not a principal debtor. Okay. So High Court make a clear distinction between lien and set off. That 171 of Indian contract made in this case, it was held that bank have a right to merge one and more account of the same customer, but bank cannot combine the customer personal account with a joint account of customer and other party. This is very important for your this one. Okay. So guys, that's all for today's class. So I hope so today you have just learned the difference between the lien and the set off, which is a very important part of your syllabus. Okay, so now you can see the resolution batch is there, Nishchay and the scholar batch is there. Okay, Nishchay and scholar batch, this is your video course of CIB elective. Okay, and the CIB the Mahapack. In the Mahapack, DV is going on. If you want to enroll in the DV, you have to simply apply the coupon code Y391 for the maximum discount up to 81%. So this is very important from the examination point of view. In the CIB ka Mahapack, you will get every batches till December. Okay, because 1 year validity is there. Thank you so much.